Hi, welcome to our channel where we talk about all things relating to educating children to meet life's challenges. I'm Usha Durman, and I'm the author of Calm and Compassionate Children.
And I'm Jaya and I'm the Spanish teacher and current co-director of the Living Wisdom School here in Nevada City, California.
And our topic for today is it all about me?
Well, of course.
Of course, right. Well, we know that children always think, little kids, babies, tots, it's all about them. But then they grow, they mature, and they become aware of others' realities. Some continue to do that all their lives, and some shut down at a certain point. But we know that selfish people are not as happy as unselfish people. I think if you think about people in your life who are very selfish, you'll see that that's true, and that helping others actually brings ourselves happiness. In fact, Jaya, did you know they've even done research to show that watching a video of someone helping others, like Mother Teresa was the one that I read about, that actually the joy level, I don't know how they measured that exactly, but it improved, and people were just watching the video, or their mood, it's probably a mood thing,
That makes sense.
improved.
That makes sense.
So at our school, at our Education for Life schools, are in that system, which anyone can use. How do we teach children to think about others and to share more?
Well, like most things are through experience and not just lecture. So I was thinking one good example is when I was a Spanish teacher of our junior high and high school, we took our the girls to Mexico to serve at an orphanage. We would always do we call them service adventure trips to different places, but this particular year we went to Mexico, and it was amazing. First of all, there was language barrier. Our girls were in Spanish class, but it was very limited. So seeing them bond with the other girls over not being able to communicate with words, but finding other ways, sports, playing, and or just simply trying. And then the experience of being in a different culture with, like where it was different. We didn't have the comforts of every day, and like the food, we ate a lot of the same things we were there for 2 weeks, and just seeing the girls start to open up and to not only appreciate what they already have, but also just appreciate life in a whole different way. And by the time we were leaving, the orphanage girls, they were just hugging and then write them letters. And some of our girls continue to write letters back and forth, but just experience.
Yeah, the service adventure trips are a big component of our high school age. For high school, I know one I heard that I thought was really wonderful was they went to a turtle sanctuary, I guess.
Yeah,
where
the boys.
Yeah, that was really great. So with the younger children, how do we do that? I know you've probably, some schools do food drives, and we've done food drives where you bring in canned food and donate to the food bank. And that's wonderful, but it's even more effective, or it's even more important that the children learn to give to those in their immediate environment, to have compassion for those around them. That's, when someone does something that you don't like and they're in your classroom every day, that takes a little bit, that's a harder way to stretch and grow. So actually, I wanted to read a quote from Education for Life about that. For education to prepare children for meeting life realistically, it should encourage them to learn from life itself. Education should above all be experiential and not merely theoretical. I think we talked about that a little bit in an earlier video. Yeah. But we can also give kids experiences of sharing. So an example that comes to my mind is the 5th and 6th grade teacher I had when I was a principal. And she tried this one year and it was so successful, she started doing it every year. And that is the 5th and 6th graders would make Valentine's cookies. And of course, they liked that because they got to eat a Valentine cookie, but they made a lot of them. And while most of them cooked, a few of them volunteers would write little cards saying Happy Valentine's Day from your secret pal and decorate them. And then when the cookies got cool, they put them in plastic bags. And then when the kindergarten class went out to recess, they'd sneak down to the room and leave them on all the tables. And then they even got to hide outside the window one time and watch when the kids came back in and how shocked they were. And of course, some of them had to have it read to them. And this looks of awe and wonder. Who's my secret pal? And they try to guess who, like they guess the principal of the school or a parent had come in and done it. And interestingly, the kindergarten teacher said they never guessed the fifth and sixth graders.
Wow.
But the fifth and sixth graders were just, they just swell up and like so pleased that they had done this thing, they'd given to someone. They might not have put it that way, but that was what the experience was about. And then they had to continue to show maturity, not to confess we did it, but to keep it a secret, which they did. It was just marvelous way. So giving kids experiences like that is really the way that we primarily try to teach them, as well as dealing with incidents that come up in the classroom. So, because it is harder to forgive and to share with those who have irritated us in some way, even as adults, right? It's a lesson.
Well, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, write in the space below. And if you like this video, find it helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you, goodbye, and remember to be awake and ready for life's lessons, challenges, and joy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.